that work? Excellent connection. It did work. Oh my lord. That might be the first time in history it's worked first time. Hopefully audio is okay though. We okay? Audio? Yeah. Okay. Oh, we can't hear the screen though. Can't hear the screen though. Oh, you can hear the screen, but only on this one. Oh. Okay. Let me computer audio. Yeah, you. Is that not working? Excuse me. Mixed input. Interesting. It works here. What have I got you on here? Interesting. Display capture display. Oh yeah. Okay. I don't know if that's working or not, but hopefully that's all right. Am I frozen? Oh, no, I'm not frozen. Okay. Yeah. I'm really hoping the music is working. Judging by this is. And then my mic's here. Yeah, okay. We should be alright. We should be fine. But I'll have to wait for confirmation. Oh, where's my other laptop, bro? You should have the laptop. Okay, I can test it on my phone. Test it on my phone. That's working. It's working. Yo! On the go. It's working perfectly. All right. Let's promote the stream. Yeah. Let's promote the stream. Yeah. Let's get the tier list on screen. Is that looking okay? Yeah, it's looking okay. What am I doing again? Right, yeah. Get the link. We live, baby. We live. I really should get my other laptop so I can look at the chat. Why could I look at chat? Oh, could I get it on my TV in front of me? That'd be sick. Where's my mic? My mic's right there. Yeah. Okay. Let me get the chat up on the screen. Live chat. Cool. All right. I'll be able to see chat now. Oh, hang on. Yeah, I should be able to see chat fine. All right. Now. Let's promo this. Let's promo this stream right here. For real. We're about to do a tier list. Let me get the right. I'll do that in a minute. Actually, we're about to do a tier list of albums from this year. I've got many albums from this year. I don't know exactly how many. Should we count it up? It's 10. No, it's more than 10 each row. It's 13, 26, 39, 52, 60? Is that exactly 60 albums? I think it's 60 albums if I counted that correctly. I'll give it another go. I think I've got 60 albums to tier list. All right, I'm gonna just post this in the story real quick. I'll make sure my phone's quiet. I'm live talking. Link. Yeah, cool. I'm just promoting. 95 MR. MR. 95 Mr. Rob. Thoughts on the new Big Thief? We'll get into that in a minute, actually, bro. I'll give you the short version. I like it. Give you the short version. How you doing, Mr. Rob? 95. You born in 95? Is that why it's 95? I like the new Big Thief, bro. I do think it is a step down from the last Big Thief. But that's okay. Most things are a step down from the last Big Thief. There's some great songs on the new Big Thief. I was listening to one of them in the record store the other day. Happy with you, happy with you. Why do I need to explain myself? Some good shit on that new Big Thief, man. What do you think of the new Big Thief, Mr. Rob? You tell me, bro. Can you hear me okay? By the way, actually, now that I've got like somebody I can talk to in the chat, how is the visuals? Is everything looking as good as I think it looks? From my perspective, it's all running perfect. There's music in the back, but it's not too loud. You can still hear my voice first and foremost using this here microphone. Please do not hesitate to confirm these things for me, because I'm trying to enjoy the stream, you know what I'm saying? And if any of this is in my head, it becomes a problem. It becomes a distraction. Thought it was a bit underwhelming. That's fair, man. That's fair. Yes, I can hear you. Fire. Thank you. Appreciate that. That's fair, bro. Yeah, ultimately, I guess I went into it with more modest expectations than one may think, given how great, Dragon New Warm Mountain was. But the Adrian Lenker solo album, the last one she did, I remember I went into that like, this is going to be a masterpiece, because the songs were so good and Dragon New Warm Mountain was so good. And then I heard it and I was like, this is nice. Okay, it's good, but it never hit that level for me, no matter how many listens I gave it. So I went into the new Big Thief thinking that could happen. So when I hit play on it, I was just sort of like, yeah, expectations were met for me. I think it's a good record. Sarah 454 in the username. Has that always been there? The last Adrian Lenker was good. Had a really moving first song. And then everything else was just kind of nice. I do remember thinking the first song did stand out quite a bit. Actually, you know what? If you don't mind, I'm gonna check in the second song as well, bro. Sadness is a gift. That's a really good song. First two were really good. What was that one song in there that was like weird as fuck? There was one song on there that was really like quite. Like, it really threw me. The lyrics threw me. Let me try and find it. I just changed screen. Can you see that? Yeah, you can see that. Evil. Evil, right? Evil was weird. I remember thinking, like, is she being jokey? Is she being serious? Like the evil love thing. I was like, this is kind of corny, but is that the point? I don't know. I heard some of the new one and I thought it was cute. Liked when it was leaning into that more airy, soft sort of sound, like on the first song. Oh, the first song, Incomprehensible, is great, man. Yeah, that's up there for me. That's like a really strong. As far as Big Thief songs go, that's in the upper echelon, I think. But yeah, we got this tier list we're gonna get into. I'm gonna give it a few more minutes. Let myself settle in, I have heard everything here. This is all stuff I've listened to. I can introduce the tiers. Actually, let me change the scene so you can get full screen. I didn't want to include anything I hadn't heard, like a fair bit. Oh wait, I've got the browser source on the screen. Actually, I should sort that out because I wanted to put where it says you just added a browser source. I was supposed to put the chat was supposed to go there. Let's see if I can fix. Let me see if I can try doing that right now. Actually, can I do that? I managed to get it going last time, but I forgot how I did. I'll be real. I totally forgot. I think I need to get off YouTube Studio. Yeah, I do need to go off YouTube Studio. My favorite song of theirs is still Little Things. Oh, Little Things is fucking amazing, man. Little Things is brilliant. Oh my god, my friend came over yesterday. We did a random songs bracket. We were just waiting for we were going to see Weapons, and in the meantime we were like, let's do a random songs bracket. And so I just hit random on my yeah, here we go. Here's how we do it. I hit random, copy website address, go back here, paste. Okay, so chat should now be appearing on screen. Yeah? Yeah? That looks good. Okay. What was I saying? Right, yeah. So we did a random songs bracket. How we did it was I would just random shuffle through my liked songs, 16 songs. And then my friend would do the same. And one of the songs that my randomizer gave me was Simulation Swarm. And I was like, yo, we got like a finalist tier contender with this one. My friend hated it. I was like, what? You hated Simulation? He was like, he was like, did not like that at all, man. Like her voice, like the sort of like twangy guitars. I was like, what? Simulation Swarm? It's like the most like likable. Hated is crazy, right? It's like the most likable song of all time. Like, how the fuck do you hate that? You know what? Come to think of it, I might zoom out the tier list because I just see my webcam and the chat is kind of invasive on it. That seems alright to me. That should do. Instrumental's amazing, man, and I like that the instrumental while we were listening to the songs. There's a lot of subtleties in that instrumental in the back, in the second half. Like moments where you can tell Adrian's getting particularly like stifled in the lyrics. You know, the instrumental will do something. There'll be like a little pad or just some sort of little layer to sort of let that feeling come alive. It's such a beautiful song. That's good stuff. All right. So here's my tier list. I think we got 60 albums. Let me just confirm that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 28, 42, 56, 60 albums. Some of these I love, some of these I don't. Here are my tiers. Let me introduce the tiers. Can you see? I zoomed in a bit farther. All right. Let me just check. Yeah, you can see that. You can't see that. All right. Top tier. Top tier is year defining. Simply put, when I think of 2025, the albums that come. Sarah, don't you worry. There's lots I've not heard myself. But yeah, this is out of the stuff I have managed to get around to. This is what we've got on this one. But yeah, there's plenty of gaps. The stuff you've heard that I probably haven't heard. So yeah, anyway, year defining. When I think of 2025, these are the albums that come straight to my mind as like the most monumental ones, basically. Simply put. Second tier down, you can't miss this. Just great stuff. You would be a fool if you haven't heard it yet. You're missing out. You know, you're making a mistake. And I'm sure there's plenty of albums that I'm currently making a mistake by having not got around to as well. But yeah, these are the ones that I'm like, why you haven't heard that? You gotta hear it. Gotta hear it, you know? A proud highlight and a noble standout kind of go hand in hand. They're sort of two sides of the same coin, you know? These are the ones to where they don't blend into the pack. I look at them and I'm like, you know what, you had something going on. You were a cool album. The noble standouts will probably be more the ones I've only heard once or twice, and I just have a faded memory, and I'm like, you know what? That wasn't too bad. Maybe with a bit more time, it could be like a year favorite. Proud highlight is going to be the ones where I have heard them enough to be like, you know what? You were very good. Don't love you enough to put you higher, but you are very good. Be proud of yourself. I forgot you existed. These are all fairly self-explanatory, but yeah, this one, self-explanatory. You know, making the tier list, putting it together, I was like, wait, oh yeah, that album, damn. that happened. Shit, didn't even realize I had forgotten until I saw it, you know. And then lastly, it's a shame this one happened. I just look back on my time with it with nothing but I guess yeah, just negativity really. There are your tiers. There's 6 tiers to go through. 60 albums to go through. Okay? The first album on our tier list is Ethel Cain. Willoughby Tucker, I'll Always Love You. Let's get going. So, that's a You Can't Miss This. That's a great album. Is it gonna work? Will it let me? It will. It just had a. Oh, hello. No, JBP. I don't know where you were. It just took a minute. Let me close my tabs, bro. Ethel Cain record is fantastic. It surprised me. I mean, it's one that I think it's one of one. That's one of the main things I think. When I feel like an unmissable record, one of the main traits is that you can't get what it offers anywhere else. Ethel Cain's record was amazing. I very lengthy track titles. It's a real like odyssey, real sprawling one. Emotive, conceptual, fantastic. I love it. I was really shocked by how easy it was for me to get into it. It sort of presents itself like a daunting thing, but Harry, what? When did that happen, bro? Send me a copy, man. It's got bonus tracks on it. I never even. I made it in my sleep. But yeah, the Ethel Cain record, it ended up being really easy to get into. You know, every song kind of contributes towards the wider vibe of it all. And it's a vibe that you just don't want to leave. Once you're in it, you don't want to leave it. It's great. It's great. Next album is Yule with Evangelical Girl Is a Gun. For me, this is one that I forgot had happened. I genuinely, like, it left my mind. It's not even bad. I think I gave it 3 stars. They J-pulled them drafts, bro. Oh, fuck off, did they? Damn. On Bandcamp right now, how much they selling it for, bro? How many songs they got on the Origami Deluxe, bro? Origami unfolded. Origami refolded, bro. This Yule album was fine for me. It doesn't lean into the aspects of their music I find more engaging or moving. Doo-Doo is a cute song. Yeah, no, this one, like Soft Scars. Like, okay, if it was the year Soft Scars came out, I can't remember what year. I want to say 2022 or 3. If we were in that year and I was talking about Soft Scars would be a You Can't Miss It. That's a sick album. That was a big highlight. And I think Yule locked into a combination of styles that was very distinctly her, but is also just familiar enough to be accessible to anyone who didn't know who Yule was. It was a really great album in a quick succession, underpinning all of Yule's strengths, as you say. So, yeah, I don't think there was the same kind of harmonious uniformity and precision going on with this one. It kind of sounded to me a lot of the time like we weren't really sure what the direction was going to be, and we've got some songs together that kind of sound like they're within the Yule pantheon, but I don't know. I think she could operate on a much higher pedigree. So overall, I ended up sort of forgetting about it. I think it's forgot you existed. Caroline 2 is up next. Thought it was a big step down from Caroline 1. I'm gonna put it in the same tier, but I didn't like it that much. I think for me, I still need to hear Serotonin 2 actually. So I'm seeing the chat from above the camera. It's on my TV right there. But yeah, Caroline 2. Low-key, I think this album gaslights you into thinking it's better than it is. It's like musically really impressive. Sound is there. But I don't know, the grandiosity, what just happened? Something just changed on my screen. No, it didn't. I'm losing my mind. Cool. I think no, don't worry. Anyway, what was I saying? Right, yeah, Caroline 1. I really liked Caroline 1. I thought the actual like progressions and the core songs were always leading to something interesting. You were always curious to see where it was going to go. Caroline 2, I think, was maybe a little too formless for me. The sounds were there, but the songs weren't, I thought. There were definitely nuggets of real beauty going on. And they're a great band as far as they're playing. But, yeah, I don't know. This one just fell really flat. I was one of those ones I was trying to make it click. I felt like it should be clicking. But yeah, Sarah, I appreciate you weighing in on these records. Liked the Carolyn record. Felt like they could have let the songs be a little longer, but it carries over a lot of this. Yeah, it's got the same aesthetics as the debut, to be fair. I don't know, I found myself way more engaged and compelled by the debut, you know? But at the same time, I also think the first record, they were doing stuff that they had to do to get to this, and they were reaching for some higher heights on Caroline too sometimes, which I did appreciate. Again, it sounded really, really lovely at points, but yeah, I agree, there is a magic quality, you know? I guess for me, this had the aesthetic of that magic quality, but not the meat wasn't there for me on Caroline 2. What can I say? I Quit by Haim. I'll say notable standout. That's a good album. It's a really good album. It's just got a lot of forgettable tracks on it. It's got some songs you don't really like. The cohesion as an album isn't the best, but there's never a moment where you're not being served up some nice chords, some nice vocal runs. So the highlights though, Pair of Salad. What the fuck is that? Is that a pear in your profile picture? That is really cool. Yeah, Sarah. Yeah, no, that's very true. The year is not over. I really feel like right now, particularly, we're getting a lot of pretty noteworthy releases too. We're getting a lot of good stuff. It's been a few weeks of like plenty of stuff to enjoy and sink your teeth to. I think typically August to November in any given year is where like the hitters start really coming. Like on a weekly basis, you're getting great shit. You know. Anyway, I Quit has a couple of like must listens. Spinning in Relationships are elite, bro. Fucking relationships. Oh, that song is so good. There's a couple real good ones, and there's never a moment where you're not really being given something nice. I just think it kind of runs on a bit and has maybe 2-3 too many songs that serve up the same sort of thing. Haven't heard much from the one of the albums I've heard. It's Nothing New by Bagel Fan Club. Never heard of that one. Tell me all about it. Breakcore. Oh shit, what's a breakcore? I can't remember the last time I listened to breakcore, bro. But I do enjoy breakcore when I do listen to it. Bagel Fan Club. All right. King Gizzy Wizzy Gizzy Wizzy. Phantom Island. This is a good record. I think I'll go Proud Highlight on King Gizzard. You know what? I am proud of this one. King Gizzard are a band, I think, in my lifetime, in my adult life, surely the most prolific band I've lived to experience. They are dropping. Yes, Sarah. Great song. Yeah, no, they're a band I've grown fairly numb to just due to the sheer volume. Like, you know, we all remember that. Well, I like to think we all remember that 2017 run. 5 albums 1 year. They never stop, and they're always switching up their genre. I do really, in my heart of hearts, believe King Gizzard are one of the best bands working. But they are one of the best ensembles of musicians on the market. Separate from their like album output, they are just excellent players, versatile creatives. But yeah, they only have like 1 or 2 albums that I really love. I think Omnium Gatherum is the only one I can think of right now that I concretely know I think that's a fantastic album. And then it gets a little murkier, it depends on the day. Phantom Island, I think, is one of the most just agreeably strong bodies of work. They've got the classic rock thing down. Like they're really good at just researching, like precisely zoning in on the aesthetic they want to build on, and just executing it as if it's like just their thing. It's pretty amazing how like chameleon-esque they are. Yeah, Phantom Island was just very agreeably good songs, you know. Balloonerism by Matt Miller. I'm gonna be real, I totally forgot to listen. I'm so sorry. I feel like it is an album that is better than that tier. Oh, fucking tier list is. Let me close stuff. I've got some stuff open. Keep Spotify because it's playing music. Keep OBS, obviously. Discord can go. The music app can go. The notes app can go. The system set. Yeah, anyway, Balloonerism, bro. Oh, Nonagon Infinity. Wow. You've got like, what, 30 albums to catch up on, bro? Nonagon Infinity was like 2016, 15? Jeez. Yeah, I feel like Balloonerism might have some magic to it, but the truth is, I had a really good time with it. I think I should bring it up to Noble Standard. I just legitimately did forget it existed. I was genuinely, oh yeah, Balloonerism. But it was nice. It's got some real idiosyncrasies to it. It's definitely nice to see Mac Miller's sort of more twisted, weird side reemerge into a very well assembled record. Like it's sequenced good, and instrumentally, it's just got a lot to engage with. You know what? You made it. I'll concede a little bit there. Hearing straight up drone. Yeah, I mean, like in theory, it's cool. Yeah, I remember thinking it was interesting for sure. I just yeah, I legitimately just forgot. So on impulse, I won't be like forgot. But you know what? It was good. I'll give it Noble Stand Up. Ethel Kane Perverts. Year Defining. I'm putting that in Year Defining. That's our first one. I think Perverts is amazing. I've listened to it way more than I think was intended. It's not one you're really supposed to listen to as often as I've been listening to it. I think Perverts is terrifying. What is the pink square? That would be Bon Iver's Sable Fable. Look up Sable Fable, and you will see a Bon Iver record with that cover art, pal. Yeah, Perverts has got its hooks in me, man. Perverts, again, similar to what I said about the other Ethel Kane record, it's giving you something that is kind of hard to find elsewhere. It's definitely pulling from some like dark ambient drone shit, but Ethel Kane's very just sort of nervous, really freakish dark corners in her mind give this thing a personal touch that is like in close proximity to your listening experience at all times, and that feels very distinctly her. I think it's excellent. Iconic placement. Joey, my boy. Thank you. Yeah, no, that is pretty mad. There's a lot words. The whole story of like, you know, she was trying to like fulfill some contract. I was like, fuck it, here's Perverts. And people were like, I remember the original announcement for Perverts was, from my memory of it, I remember seeing a Pitchfork article and it was billed like a new record, like it was the next record. At least in what I remember seeing. I think that's how it could have just been me misinterpreting things. But yeah, very cool way to follow up the album that, you know, allowed you to join the Mitski gang or whatever. You know, like that's the sort of affiliated artist you had going on after Preacher's Daughter. And yeah, Perverts was fantastic. I think it's really, really like emotive stuff, super textural, loads of just sort of subtleties and intricacies and layers to comb through. What's another album you heard? Oh, Pierre Salamanca, you're just whipping these albums out of fucking thin air. Violence Apologia by Beehive Ski Race. Are you sure you ain't just like hitting randomize on some like word generator? We had like Bagel Factory. No, you're saying what? Damn, that's the thing though. I shouldn't be shocked, you know. I mean, bands are called everything, right? Very beginning of the year. All right, well, is that breakcore as well by any chance? All right. I think Lil Baby's Wham is like built for this tier. I mean, does anyone remember? Who can like, without looking it up, type in the chat a song from this album? I'm pretty sure no one remembers. I heard this album like twice, or like 2 or 3 times. Couldn't recall a single track from it, man. It's fine. I remember having a fairly strong start, but then it kind of just faded away. Oh yeah, okay. Oh wow. Midwest emo, post-rock, shoegaze. Sounds lovely. Sounds really nice. Those are 3 genres that make a lot of sense together. Here we have it, Big Thief. It's too new to say I forgot you existed. Maybe I should factor that into this. It's definitely not a shame it happened. I think it's a proud highlight of the year. I think it's a really good. Again, it's not exactly new heights for them or anything, but yeah, I love the sprawling, lengthy track runtimes. I think Adrian's doing her thing on it. You know, there's a playful sort of free nature to the album. It's not their best, but ultimately I think it's, you know, pretty comfortably an album I will end up looking back on the year and be like, you know what, it was tight. It was razor sharp. It gave me what I wanted from it. It's a shame this Japanese breakfast record happened. Genuinely such a shame. I'm a big fan of her, and this album was a big old load of fucking nothing. Every song just sort of faded out of my mind, and I think literally as well in the tracks. There was a lot of fade outs at the end. Yeah, no, that's exactly how I take it, Sarah. It sounds like there's a lot of smiles with this record particularly. Like I think there was definitely songs on Dragon New One Mountain that were born from a place of like more negative emotions, I guess. Like even if like the kind of end result is a very welcoming and warm record. You know, a lot of those songs I think were kind of born from a place of maybe anxiety or something. With the new one here, I feel like it's just all smiles a lot of the time. You know, again, it's still early. Maybe I'll dig through the content of it and come to new conclusions. But I mean, you got a song called "Happy with You," where the 99% of the song is her saying, "I'm happy with you. Why do I want to explain?" Like the whole song is that. Like it's a much kind of more just earnestly joyful album. Oh, I get you. Yeah, you just got the memory of prettiness. type shit. Jane removed the Revenge Seekers. I do not have to think about this one at all. This is a certified year definer right there. It's incredible. It's just amazing. And again, I think there is something to be said for the kind of full circle nature of this record. Like, it's pulling from the sounds of like hyperpop and digicore, which are sounds that Jane Remover herself pioneered. And I think this is sort of like a collision of all of it, but also the next logical step of it all. And there's not been one listen to this thing where I haven't been completely zoned in to trying to zone into every sound that's flying at me, where I've not been infatuated and impressed and amazed by the production and just the rhythms and the hooks and just the way everything moves, the actual composition of each song, having each moment hit so distinctly, so chaotically. The album's just assembled really, really expertly to me. I didn't hear it, no, but I did see that happened, Sarah. Was it good? Let me know. Jim Legacy, yeah, that's also a year definer, dude. I think this album's the best shit ever. This is home to what I think is pretty confidently the song of the year in Stick. Stick might be the song of the year, dude. I say pretty confidently. I just thought of a few more of them. I just thought of a couple more. I don't know, but it's up there. I think Stick is. I've cried to that song, bro. That song is so fucking beautiful. But the album as a whole is, I think, the most exciting thing UK hip hop is. Because I don't know, like UK hip hop, UK rap music right now loves a bit of dancehall, loves a bit of Afrobeat, loves a bit of drill, and I think we're stuck in some pretty tired ideas here in the UK, man. You know, the songs that pop off here that I hear out and about, they're very derivative. And here comes Jim Legacy just exploding with this kaleidoscopic barrage of everything that he loves and is influenced by, and it's all underpinned with the name of Black British music, sort of bringing a new definition to that label in a sense. It's a beautiful album too. Like there's a lot of pain baked into it that I kind of notice as I run the track list back, especially on Dexter's Phone Call. That's a serious, like, that sounds like a song that had to be carved out from deep within, you know. Issues of Trust as well. Closing track is a real love. Oh man. As a Canadian, UK hip hop is an entirely separate. You know what though? We owe a lot to Canada too, because Drake fucks with us heavy, and that's definitely been an influence. Yeah, no, I don't know. It's like you have elements on that album that feel like they're kind of rock adjacent. You have things that are kind of Afrobeat adjacent, stuff that's kind of like jerk trap adjacent. It feels like a singular hodgepodge of all of these sounds that just somehow works. into these extremely catchy little kind of collages. You know, it feels more like a collage than a song. It's it's remarkable. I think the album is honestly, I could see it being like a classic. I could see it like really inspiring some shit. Cowards by Squid, I did forget existed, but shout out to my friend Evan who actually hit me with an interpretation of this record that I would like to keep in mind when I next hear it. He was saying how like yeah, when you listen to the Cowards, listen to it again, bro. It's like a critique on how people perceive Squid. Is what he was saying. Some shit like yeah, like everyone expects Squid to be like these crazy like art rocker guys. That's not who they are anymore, and they're trying to sort of reckon with that. And that's how I took in the Cowards album. You know, and that's how the title like Cowards. You know, like you know they're trying to sort of branch out, blah blah blah, but they're like kind of going through stuff. Like he was saying all this shit, and I was like, Loki, maybe you're onto something. Maybe there is something there. That maybe I'm going into the Squid record wanting something and not really taking it for what it is. You know, they have, you know, because I think there is some truth to what I'm just saying. Like I think Squid sprung on the scene as this really chaotic, rambunctious band. Their debut album had these crazy songs on it, and each record since has shown them kind of exploring just different spaces that are a bit more muted. They sound great production wise, but the songs aren't quite as like memorable. You know, they're sort of I think they're kind of over that, and that's kind of a shame because that was like the appeal of them. So I'm going into these new Squid albums and leaving like with that in mind and leaving disappointed. But yeah, I don't know. The long shadow. Yeah, exactly. So I want to give this another go and like really like take it in. You know, because I do think the Squid are an amazing band. They are an essential band to see live. If you have not seen Squid live, seek that out. You will not regret it. They are unbelievable live. Sable Fable, don't miss it. Sable Fable is, hey, bringing it back to Salamanca, bro, my boy, or girl, or non-binary person. Don't miss it. Don't miss it, brother. Or system. Bro, the patriarchy's crazy, for real. This album's fire. This album is, it's got some of the best ballads of the year. And that's the thing, like Bon Iver's music, I don't know, it's often straddled this awkward line between favoring the aesthetics and the stylishness or the kind of like soul-bearing like balladry, you know. Like the debut record was so like from the fucking pits of his soul, you know, like that was such a vulnerable album, you know. And then I think beyond that point, you know, the project got bigger and the sounds got weirder and it got more kind of hard to discern, like, you know, the sort of the fractured nature of it all. I think it lost something, you know. And I think Sable Fable is the most comfortable marriage between that sort of brittle pain and the really forward-thinking, you know, theatrics as well. I think it's excellent. I think it's a fantastic record. Hello, welcome, Adlia Feek. Welcome. You're finally here. You made it, buddy. You made it. How you doing? What's on your mind? How's your day been? Let me know. I'm not looking at the camera, but I'm looking at the chats over there. K-Tronada, Ain't No Damn Way. It's a shame this one happened, bro. I'm sorry. It's a shame this one happened. This one's not that good. I have heard it 3 times now. I've settled into the opinion that it's a pretty weak record, unfortunately. And I don't know. This is a really inoffensive one at the same time, so it feels kind of harsh to put it here. It's like nice and groovy, but there's so many kind of sloppy production choices. There's a lot of clipping, a lot of awkward mixing, a lot of like clicks in the beat and stuff. I don't know. I don't think it is that fun, man. I don't know. I find it really dry. I feel like he lost something with this record. I think he was taking his foot off the gas a little bit and making it sort of like a vibe record. Yeah, 22 a Million is the weirdest one, yeah. I disagree, Adley. I disagree strictly off of Bubba alone, I think. I think K-Tronada... Okay, you know what? I agree and I disagree. I thought about it. I get what you mean. K-Tronada, the joy of K-Tronada, K-Tronada's best setting is in the Orcs with the homies at the club. It's not really an album thing. I guess. What Kaytranada offers is not best experience in the album format, but I think Bub is a I think Bubba's one of the I think it's one of the best fucking albums ever. I love Bubba so much. Bubba I think is a essential album because it's sort of mimicking like almost like a DJ sort of thing with the way the tracks segue and just the aesthetic of it, the way every single song is kind of like, you know, parallel in aesthetic. It's just such a cohesive record. With the front and back listen of Bubba, it feels like a little universe, you know. I think his album game can be strong. I see none of that in this new one. This new one really feels like just we're kind of coasting on some beats that are like 60% done. And the aesthetics of it are a lot like dustier, a lot drier. The melody game isn't really as strong. Like, I don't know, there's not a single track on here I could call a top tier Kaytranada song. I think as an album it's pretty weak. It's pretty weak. Dead Channel Sky. Dead Channel Sky is fucking awesome. It's really great. Definitely one of the best of the year. I guess like maybe there are some clipping fans out there who are really like desperate for something new, and this record wasn't really offering too much in the way of new stuff for them. But they just hit it out the fucking park, man. Like I don't know, they never really like they never half-ass their albums, no matter how kind of similar in aesthetic they might be. Yeah, I guess that's fair, you know. Yeah, oh my god, what's that song? Dodger, Sarah? Dodger. Fucking awesome. I can't say I agree with that. I don't think Kaytranada's sound gets stale. I think it's hard for it to get stale because it is so I don't know, it's very playable in the background. It's very comfortable. You know, it's not really in an album context, I think it can really work. I think Bob would prove that. But I see why you might feel that way, I suppose. Because he is struggling to sort of expand his repertoire, I feel like, with Timeless and this new record. God Does Like Ugly. Noble standout. Honestly, I listened to it again like 2 days ago. And I gotta say, man, Splendor and Misery is my favorite Clifton record, man. Hell yeah. I did see that you said you were him as well. So I got that in mind now. Anyway. God Does Like Ugly. Compared to Forever Story, I think the album experience is a little clunky. You know, it sort of drags in parts. I don't think it really flows as well as it could, but Jid's kind of one of the best rappers alive. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying, Sarah. Like, he is rapping so damn well on this record. This is easily his best rap performance, easily. Forever Story, I think, is a better album, but as far as rap performance, he went crazy on this record, man. And when I just sort of focus on that as I'm hearing this, I'm just like, yeah, this is great stuff, you know. So I don't know. I think I'll go proud of that. Kind of okay production. Yeah, I don't know. There's not like any. There's one beat on it I don't like, actually. It's the one after the Clips track. I think that beat's a little rubbish, but generally I think the appeal is like, that's the thing. There's a lot of great rap albums where the production is just existing as a canvas for the rapper to be themselves, show their personality, show their game, and that's what makes it a great rap album, you know. The lyrics come first a lot of the time with rap albums like this, and I think that's kind of like what happened here, you know. And most of the time the beats are still fairly competent, even if they are a little, you know, derivative in places. The fucking opening track, mate, the opening track is that production's wild, bro. That shit is cool. I think Hurry Up Tomorrow is a noble standout. I want to say it's better than that, but it's really not for me. The Clipping Stakes duology, what? I don't know what that is. It's a fandom term. Maybe that's a level of fandom that I'm not privy to. But Hurry Up Tomorrow. Hurry Up Tomorrow, it's such a boring criticism to have. But it's just too long. I think there is a great record in there. It's just got a lot of songs that I think it loses its direction down here entirely in the last third. You know, the first couple thirds, it's mostly all good, happy days. Final, the movie, the movie, bro. Oh, the movie. I actually forgot about that shit, man. That movie was bad, bro. That movie was really bad. General Ortega dancing while he's on the bed. Oh my god. To his music too, going through like what his career. What the fuck was he doing? Bro. Oh my god. In that movie, yeah, you guys see the movie? You've seen the movie, seemingly. Shut the fuck up. Honestly though, that scene, the shut the fuck up, that's genuinely his best line reading in the whole film. Like, to me, that's genuinely the most convincing he is in the whole film. Because there's a part, I got to put the mic down for this because I need to reenact it. When he first meets General Ortega's character in the crowd at his show and runs into her at the like behind the backstage, he like finds her and he goes like, he's like out of breath because he was running. He's like, I saw you. I looped that part back like 9 times. It was fucking hilarious, man. I couldn't believe it. He's awful. Oh my god. You could tell he's really like, he loves movies. He's such a geek. He's not built for this shit, man. He's got like no range at all. Oh man. Yeah. I genuinely though, I think he could work in like some stupid satire comedy. Like comedy sketches, he might be alright. Yeah, the silences between dialogue. Just such an awkward film that you could at all points, every minute of that film, you could see what it was trying to be before you could just see it for what it is. Hurry Up Tomorrow, the album is tight. I gotta peep that shit. I like Anna Managuchi. I think they make some great songs. Haven't heard the album though. There's a lot I need to hear. I need to listen to. What do I need to listen to? Should we take a look at what I haven't heard? What we got on my... Just pay attention to the left of the screen here. What have I not heard? I saw a few earlier. Okay, here we go. The new Shame just came out. I will be hearing that. I like Shame. Copy just dropped too. They make some good stuff. Ollie XL. Ollie XL. Gotta hear this. Oh, I didn't put this in the tier list. That'll probably get pretty high. That's good shit. I like this album a lot. What have we not got around to? Come on. Jenny Beth's new one. As a massive Savages fan, I will genuinely commit manslaughter to get Savages back together. I will be listening to this. I'm not got the highest hopes. CMAT I'm hearing is good. I know. Oh, the new the Mercury Prize shortlist just dropped, man. Yeah, no, I'll get around to it. On a key, yeah, like on a comedy sketch. That's like the most flattering scenario for the weekend. I haven't heard the new Sabrina yet. I started this, but I didn't see it through. It had some cool sounds, but yeah, I don't know if the vocals were working. Gotta check this out. Got recommended this at the film club I go to. Ryan Leith, Not Real Music, Nourished by Time. Yeah, I hear that's really good too. He is rating this one. Ryan, he's liking this one a lot. New Tropical Fuckstorm. We got Ghostface Killer drop this. A whole thing. Oh mate, Fantana went off on this. My old one-to-one student rates these guys and put me onto this EP, and I thought it was good. I really liked it. Apparently this album is like the worst shit ever. So yeah, Flume has new production in the world. Quanic, Dominic Fike, Mac DeMarco. This is all stuff I have not listened to. Let's go a little further down here. What can we find? What have we not listened to? Oh, I keep hearing that this is good shit. Oh, the new Igloo Ghost is tight. Yeah, Joey literally just said it. I was about to say, Joey was talking to me about this. Yeah, I need to get around to this. It seems like it's my type of jam. I got to finish the new Young Nudie. I was fucking with this, man. This was good. This was really good. I was having a great time with the new Young Nudie. I got to like, I want to say track 6. So yeah, there's a handful that are like still in my future. I got check this Dev Lemons out. I like Nice Try. I think Nice Try is fun. I gotta hear this too. Gotta check out my UK guys. Yeah, cool. Oh, I forgot to put Ego Trip in the tier list. This is quite good. Anyway, let's continue with the tier list. Hyper Youth, proud highlight. Hyper Youth is great. I think Hyper Youth, it's held back by the one-liners a little bit. On one hand, that's like part of the appeal. On the other hand, it's like some of them are just they just kind of hurt a little too much. However, we got to shout out Rebecca Black for that feature. That Rebecca Black feature was fucking so good. She killed that chorus. I was amazed by that song. That collaboration just went over really well. Really great production. Probably the most like varied and well sequenced of their albums. But I just think the energy they distilled into Punk Tactics is unmatched, man. I think that's still their best work. But Hyper Youth is probably like, it's showing legitimate progression in a way that feels exciting and feels like a logical next step. No Hands was good, but it just sort of felt, you know, a little derivative coming off of Punk Tactics. Yeah, the sincerity for sure. Yeah. Fancy That, you can't miss it. You gotta listen to Fancy That. It's so good. It's so good. You kidding me? Don't miss Fancy That. If someone says, hey, I haven't got around to that new Pink Pantheress, I'm gonna be like, bro, why? It's 20 minutes. It's all hits. Stateside, bro? Stars, bro? That freaking Jack Johnson interpolation is, or sample even, is fucking amazing. She just gets it. She just gets it. She never misses, man. Oh, Sarah, by the way, Sam G album. Sam G album, bro. Sam G album. That was a good moment. Yeah, Joey. Don't tap the glass. I forget about. Whatever. I'm saying forgot you existed. Sort of left my mind pretty quickly after it dropped. I can't lie. It's one of those ones where like I'm okay with that though. Like it's kind of built to be disposable if you want it to be, but also it's there if you want. It's like just sort of like a fun whatever album, you know. It's cool. I just it just has like just as many hits as misses for me. There's plenty of songs on there that while they're on, they bore me. They don't. Yeah. That's the thing. It's but it's like it's fun though. I guess I wish I was feeling that fun. I don't think these songs are that fun to me, outside of like a couple. Stop Playing With Me's fun. Ring Ring Ring's all right. I don't know, man. Sucker Free, I don't mind. I like the chorus on Sucker Free. I think Sugar on My Tongue is weak, bro. It seems like a fun song live. I've been seeing videos of him performing it live. He clearly enjoys performing that one. But that like synth melody, that hate that. Fucking hate that. Yeet album is a proud highlight. This is really, really good. That's one of his best projects, I think. I think I like that more than 2093. 2093 I respect more than I like, to be honest. I think this is the Yeet I'm here for, man. This Yeet right here, this is his catchiest shit yet. And his most kind of daring shit yet in some capacities. You know, like the track with the FKA Twigs particularly is like fucking next, man. He's got some tracks on here where he's reminding people that he is a pretty forward-thinking artist. I guess like he's probably most daring. Yeah, I think it is better than 2093, personally. I think it is. I think it's catchier. I think it's like 2093. I think the universe of that record is very defined and well established. But yeah, I just think the songs, just the instant sort of gratification, that's what Yeet's about, you know. And this new project gives you that really, really well, I think. Sarah, you said it perfect. What Sarah said. This album is year-defining. Baby by Dijon is fucking insane. I think this record's dope as fuck, okay? I cannot fathom how these songs were made. I truly can't. Every time I hear it, I am just spellbound by it. And it should not sound as like soulful as it is, you know. It's just, yeah, really, really beautiful stuff. Like it truly just sounds like Dijon was tasked with making a record out of the most random assortment of objects. I meant objects. like someone go, hey, here's a stapler. a microphone, 3 bags of Doritos, and rubber ducky. Make some song, and he just like fucking like there are songs where I can't even really like compute, you know, how, like, I don't know, it's just so fractured and one of one, and yet somehow so much humanity is just so feelable. Yeah, that's one of those ones that has unlocked new possibilities in what I perceived music could do, you know. Absolutely, Sarah. Black Star by Armor Ray. Fuck off. Fuck. I'm so sad. It's truly a shame this one happened. I can't forget it existed because it disappointed me so much. Armor Ray's vocals rule. I love her vocals. I think they're the best part of this record. And unfortunately, she is sharing the spotlight with someone else. I forget their name, but there's like another vocalist on this album the whole time that's like uncredited. And Armor Ray's voice is just so unique, so interesting, so just wacko and catchy. But they're just baked into the most underwhelming songs ever on this new album. Like Fountain Maybe was just all hits, bro. The production just really hit. And bro, Pair of Salamanca. Hey, you got that YHWH nail gun. What? I don't, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. I can't lie, I've not been really spelunking too much this year. From my perspective, you're dropping some fairly niche ones. I've got mostly sort of basic bitch stuff on. In prior years, I was digging through the trenches. I'm sorry, it's pretty unlikely. If it's not like some shit that got Pitchfork Best New Music, I mean, there's a good chance it's not him, but hey. Anyway, Offset, Chiari. I don't know. I feel like I'm going to forget it existed pretty soon. I think the reason I'm going to put it there is honestly because of that Jimmy Fallon performance that he did with Drowning Pool. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Oh, my fault, bro. Salamanca's like, I'll have you know. I'll play it, bro. All right, yeah, I'll peep that shit, bro. I'll peep that shit. Nail gun, YHWH nail gun. Yeah, the Offset record, it kind of sets itself up like it's gonna do more than the average Offset record, only to just then do what you'd expect an Offset record to do exactly. But I know I'm just fucking with you. Sorry, forgive me. There are some pretty sick moments on it. I like some of the beats on it. The beat on Calories I really enjoy. I find that really satisfying. There's a track on there. He has some psychotic lines, man. I need to find the track. All of My Hoes is the track. Guys, read these lyrics. It's purple. I had to double take. Fuck her before I leave, give her keys to the Royce. She my steez, she my queen, she my whore. All of my hoes, still my hoes, that's for sure. I think it was because, you know what, these out of context, these aren't that crazy. I think it's because he's singing it so passionately, like, she my whore, man. The fuck? He just sounds so, like, sensitive, but he's saying, like, this kind of, like, I don't know, I would say fairly misogynistic language. I was fairly appalled. I had to look up the lyrics. Like, did he really just say that? It's not okay. Respect these women, I'm sad. Because the song was just so, like pretty sound. I was just like, dude, this is just like, it wasn't like a hard brag song or anything like that. I feel like in that context, I'd be like, oh, there he goes, whatever, you know. But in this sort of like he's spilling his heart out, it just stuck out to me. Overall, though, I think it's not that bad of a record. And that track with Jid is cool. And the Drowning Pool performance was cool. Amine's album, it's weird. This one's weird. It's kind of forgettable. it's kind of forgettable, man. I hate that it is. I don't know what I wanted him to do though. Like it's sort of what you're kind of asking for. But I guess Amine is just not really an artist that reaches that far above his weight or whatever, or punches above his weight, whatever, you know. There's some tracks on it that are really good. I just the whole record just it doesn't interest me. I feel like Amine just sort of I'm trying to find the way to put it. It's like it's not that he's not trying. That's the thing. Like these are well produced songs. I guess like his definition of what great music or what people are looking for from him is, it's just very limited, I think. And I think this record just showed that. I guess that's the best way I could put it. The charm, yeah. Maybe he's missing the charm. You know, maybe that's what it was. You know, it kind of felt a little, yeah, like a little stuck. Something about it was kind of stuck. Yeah, in what I'm not exactly sure, but yeah, I think that kind of like rough around the edges charm, that was really holding up a lot of his old stuff, and that wasn't as present on this record. The Clips record, I mean, it is kind of year defining, but for me, no, it is. It really is. It really is. It's year defining. We got to give it to it. I really love it. I was gonna say, like, I don't know. I feel like I like it the least out of the ones in the year defining category, but I do like it enough to put it there, and it will come into my mind. Really, the only 10 you agree with from really? Wow. I mean, to be fair, do I agree with any of his 10s? Oh yeah, Kendrick, mate. Come on. That's a 10. You know that's a 10. You know that's a 10. Bro. You know that's a 10. Yeah. I was surprised by Fantana's 10. I thought it would be a 9 because I guess the Clips record isn't the most boundary pushing thing. It's you know what you want from it, and it gives you that to an extremely high quality the whole time. I will say there is one song in it I really don't like, and that's Inglourious Bastards. Can you guess why? I would like you to try and guess why. I respect T-Pab more than I love it. All right. No, really? Yeah, fair enough. I guess there's going to be a lot of people that feel that way, but it has that much hype around it. But no, really. The mixing. Yes. But more specifically, something is mixed a little too high. We'll say that. There is something that plays a lot throughout that song that is mixed way too high, and I cannot enjoy the song because of it. It's just there every 10 seconds in that song. The snares? No, it's not the snares. It's something that appears on some of the other songs a couple times, and it's like funny and cool and whatever. But on that song, it's every 10 seconds, and it's like, fucking hell, can you stop? Pharrell, can you stop? I'm trying to hint towards it. No, it's not like an instrument. Correct. There we go. He's got it. Every 10 seconds. This is culturally inappropriate. This is culturally inappropriate. It's like unfucking bearable in that song, man. I get like most people could probably tune it out. I cannot tune it out, man. I really tried to just enjoy the song. The beat is very freaky and weird on it. It's got a really off-kilter rhythm. I can barely focus on Push's rapping because I'm thinking like any second now it's gonna come back. Like I'm listening to the verse, when it's not happening, I'm thinking about it because I'm like, it's gonna, fuck, there it is again. Yeah, Joey, exactly. You knew it. I knew it. No, you didn't. You were guessing snares 808. You got it on the 5th attempt and was like, yeah, I knew it, bro. Oh, that's great. I should close my door. Hold on. My mom's trying to go to sleep soon. Hold on, one sec. Oh. Sorry, I shouldn't have even brought the microphone. Hope that didn't jump scare people. How, Sarah? I'm so jealous of you. I'm so jealous. I'm trying so hard to like not register it on that, on every other song. Because here's the thing: on all the other songs where they use it, it's like placed carefully. But it really feels like on that song, it's like every 8 seconds, and then it's every 20 seconds. It's like just so fucking random. It like gives me fucking anxiety. Yeah, I get you. No, I'm cool with. Like, I like that. No, Sarah, I like that shit too. But it makes no sense on that one. Man. It just gets in the way of like because normally, I feel like when there's a bunch of random fucking tags or whatever, the music surrounding it sort of supports it. I just don't see that same support in this song. It just gets in the way, and it's so annoying, bro. It's so annoying. But yeah, fair enough. Maybe you're more lenient with that shit than me. Anyway, Jack Boys 2, just a shame. Just a sad situation, really. Some kind of cool production ideas on it. It's definitely an album that thinks it's cooler than it really is, and it's so long, and it's got that one part where it's like, blah, 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 blah. I forget what song it was, you know, it's like the feature, like biggity buggity or whatever. Yeah, I guess that's good. I'm happy for you, Sarah. I've really, it's the only song I'm like, I skip it right away. Yeah, Jet Boys 2 is a fucking waste of time, to be honest. I'd say it's the worst one we've had yet. It's pretty weak. Wet Leg Moisturizer, a noble standout. I like Wet Leg. Wet Leg, they just sort of redo the first album on this one with a bit more confidence, and it sounds good. It's fun. You know, some tracks kind of just follow that same sort of template almost to a fault, but ultimately, no, Sarah, 1,000,000%. But yeah, no, the Wet Leg record's nice. FKA Twigs album. It's kind of year defining, like you, but I'll be modest. I'll be strict. Good album artist, horrible. So yeah. No, Travis's album game is pretty strong. All things considered, yeah. His features are so shit. Oh, that's true. I've never really liked him. I feel like at one point he wasn't like that. Yeah, he's got good features on Love Galore, man, with SZA. He's really good on that song, in my opinion. He's got a few. I think what's the fucking James Blake song? Mile High. We just be mile high, loving on 1,000. Great feature. Great. He had a minute where he was a pretty reliable feature, but he really has phoned in the last like 20 features I've heard from him. FKA Twigs, not as good as her previous work. You know what? I won't argue that. I think it's on par. I feel like she has been exclusively dropping great music. I don't think she's ever not released great music. And Eusexua is a really cool evolution. Hasn't she got like a new album coming out fairly soon? I heard something about like another new album coming out soon. Yeah, no, I love that this album understands the sort of sadness that's baked into club music. I think that's something that isn't really explored enough. You know, how house can really be kind of melancholic, like an escape, you know, just being at the party and all that. And that's something I think FKA Twigs understood, because there's so much like pain in this record. But it also does really explode when it wants to. And it ramps up, it gives you these real adventures as well. It's unpredictable. It's such a great record. Love it. Che with rest in bass. Just miserable music. To be honest. Again, it has like, it's one of those records that I feel like lame for not liking. It's just so unlikable to me. It just didn't move me at all. He's not the voice I want for this. And I think the Pierre Bourne one is going down there too. The Pierre Bourne record was a fucking dry listen. I think Pierre is just stuck in some kind of creative like cycle that he is just forcing himself to stay in with this record. It was so mundane. Vocal performances were so tired. The beats just weren't like, it took a long time for like a melody to stick out on that Pierre Bourne record. And when it did, it was nice, but it was just mostly just a load of fucking nothing. Mass burial for the gays. Hell yeah, Rich Brian. I'm willing to put here. I think Rich Brian did a good job on that record. Man. Speaking of album artists, Pierre you know what? Right now, I completely agree, but he was not always like that. Life of Pierre 4 and 5 are both excellent albums. But Good Movie or whatever the fuck it was called, oh my goodness gracious. No one told him to rein it in there. And I feel like the same thing happened with this Made in Paris record. It's just... It really is an album that just feels so vapid and empty. Like, it hasn't even got like a charm to it. To me. Thought it was cute. Yeah, Pierre's sound is cute, but I don't know, like... Before, there used to be more than just that, you know what I mean? I feel like this album just doesn't have the layers, bro. Anyway, the Rich Brian record, let me shout out Rich Brian. Rich Brian artistically is not someone that aligns with me very much. What he shoots for, what he kind of like, the way he writes about relationships is extremely cringy to me. I think it's so immature. But I gotta give him some props, man. He put his fucking foot in this album. He made a pretty compelling record. I think the production sounds awesome, to be honest. He produced the whole thing too, which is really impressive to me. He definitely, like, you could definitely feel that it's like a labor of love. Like, he's really like coloring inside the lines, making everything how he wants it. It feels very meticulous. And yeah, I think you can just feel that when an artist puts in that effort, you know. I forgot he says from Indonesia. Indonesia? Right? Is that where you're from? No way. Damn. We got viewers out in Indonesia. Shit, bro, I never knew that. That's tight. Never been to Indonesia. Not been to that many countries at all, really. And last country I went to was Greece. Greece was wonderful. Is Indonesia, is it a good holiday destination? Tell me. Alfredo 2. I think I'll chuck it in Noble Standout. Oh, for real? You're moving to Malaysia? I got homies in Malaysia. Damn. They got monkeys out there. Yeah, man. That's cool. Kind of underwhelming for me. It felt like neither of them are really pushing much out of each other. Then, yeah, let's make some good songs real quick. You know what? Yeah, I agree. I don't disagree with that at all. But yeah. Look, I don't disagree with that, but I can't say I was underwhelmed. The songs were really good. Like, they were really good songs. The first Alfredo, I think, is a stronger album, all things considered. But yeah, they delivered to me. I think okay, the Jid verse there. Enough said, bro. That Jid verse. Alex G's Headlights is the best album of the year. I'm gonna put it at the very top. I love this album a lot. Dude. Like, for real. A lot. That's like the album I think. When I think of albums this year, that's why is I Quit in here twice? I really, really love Headlights, but I don't even know where to start, man. It's just Alex G's current career trajectory reminds me a lot of King Cruel. Like, I think Rocket is his, by Alex G, is his 6 Feet Beneath the Moon. Sort of the felt unadventurous. I think it sounds scared of adventure, you know? I agree, but I think that's like kind of where the positives lie for me. But yeah, it's a really interesting record in that it's so low on like standout moments. It's like really almost consciously trying to avoid that. It's one of the most like unabashedly personal albums I've heard in a while, and I have just grown to I've grown to like come to know every measure of the record. Like, I know every little chord change, every like I just heard it so much. It's like the comfort record for me this year. I think it's absolutely lovely, and yeah, it just sounds like it needs a hug. It sounds like the other records are sort of giving you the hug by Alex G. This one sounds like it needs the hug. I think it's wonderful. I think it's really wonderful. It's probably my favorite album this year. Quadeca, you cannot miss this Quadeca record. It's kind of year defining. It's probably year defining on a re-listen. I've heard it a lot, and yeah, it definitely does get swallowed by its concept. But when it's that wonderful to listen to, that's fine. Why is King Gizzard here twice? What's going on, man? What's happening? I like albums that are one machine where every track is exactly. This is Pair of Salamanca. Pair of Salamanca, bro. I fuck with you. That's what I'm saying about Headlights. That's exactly the appeal of me as Headlights. It feels like one unit. That's exactly it. And yeah, I was trying to go somewhere with that whole King Cruel thing. I feel like King Cruel's albums have gotten more like formless and unconcerned with the audience. And Alex G, I think, has started to embrace the same line of thinking. God Save the Animals was a very strange record in a lot of ways. Had the aesthetics of what makes Alex G appealing generally to most people. I think Headlights is even more teetering that way, you know? And I think the closer you get to that space, the more like the potential high you can reach with the music is. Because the more of the person you're seeing. Like, this is the most of the human being I think I've seen with an Alex G record. And so when I hear it, I feel like I feel more whole or something. It's really, really nice. What album are you talking about, Adley? What album's not for you? The Quadeca or Alex G? What else have we talked about? I feel like those are the only two albums that have come up in the last 5 minutes. Quadeca album is tremendous, man. I think the first track is one of the best songs of the year. No questions asked. It sounds like I was finishing that sentence. I think the part where Quadeca comes in with the high vocals, I'll be there where no one is, sounds fucking amazing. Sounds amazing, bro. That shit is great. Quadeca's not for you. Hey, fair enough. Look, it's again similar to well, that's the thing. Actually, I was going to say something that I don't believe. The one thing that I think holds this Quadeca record back is exactly what doesn't hold back Headlights. It's aware it has an audience. I think it is trying to impress. And it sounds like that, you know? And that's maybe not a fair thing to say. It's good to impress, you know? It's a very impressive record. And I think it commits to its big ambition and big concept to a fault at points. But when it sounds that impressive and that like kind of injured, at points it gets really like really soul-bearing, but it's just not clicking. Fair enough. Yeah, about the journey, not destination. Yeah, that's true. I need to get around to listening to Mew. I got a friend, my mate Connor. Shout out to Connor. He plays a big role on mine next. Well, he's going to. But I'm gonna make something. Anyway, whatever. Yeah, the Quadeca records, in my opinion, is excellent. I don't think there's one song on it that is weak. I think it's all a genuine labor of love, you know, and that's the main thing. Is it a GIF? Did you see that? I swear this just like flashed. Oh, maybe I'm just tripping. Oh, yeah, it just did something. I Am Music. It's a shame this one happened, bro. It's such a damn shame. When it really sealed the deal how I feel on the album. Like it is an album to where as I've like combed through the track list more, I have got like more highlights on it than I did before, but its construction as an album sucks so bad. And I'm very much an album guy, you know. I really value the front to back listen, you know, I really value that. And I feel like music does not give a shit about giving you anything in regards to the front to back listen. The front to back listen is exhausting on music. And like, and I don't even think it's necessarily because of the fact that it's 30 tracks. That is a factor for sure, but Whole Lot of Red was 24 tracks, and I have heard that record front to back so many times, and I have not found it like tiring once. I think every song gives you a piece of the larger portrait of what Whole Lotta Red is about, you know, in my opinion. Whereas music is noticeably sloppier. Yeah, I think Dial It and Whole Lotta Red are, I think they're like near masterpieces. I think they're amazing. But yeah, music. What really sealed the deal for me was when somebody like played Pop Out into Evil Jordan and it flowed perfectly. Like it was clearly intended for those two to go together. But in the record, it's not like that, and that made me think, like, did we literally just hit randomize on the track list or something before it dropped? Because that's how it sounds. It just sounds so sloppy, and it made me really disappointed because I vouched for Carti being like artistically more forward thinking than folks typically give him credit for. But music's over here to be like, shouldn't have done that, bro. Maybe he does make just slop. You know, it sort of gave that case a case. You know, had to fight. Yeah, man, I had to fight to get through it. I was so excited to listen to it. I remember I was out on a school trip, college trip. You know, with the class I was working with. We were out to like the RAF museum. We went to the RAF museum in London, and the college that I worked at, it was like an hour. It was literally like 2 hours away, or bordering on 2 hours away. It was enough time to drive back to the college for me to listen to music. And music had just dropped, and I was seeing people reacting to it on my phone while I was out with the students. And I was like, I can't wait to get on this journey back to the college so I could just listen to fucking music. I was so excited. Pop Out comes in, I'm like, let's go. And it never reached that height again. The whole album, I was like waiting for some track to really invigorate me. It just didn't happen, bro. It's just a shame, the way I see it. I've tried to reorganize the track list to make like a good, more condensed, like concise, like great 14-track album, but it's so hard to do when all of the tracks are so chaotic and slapdash. Like none of them sort of like connect at all. It's really frustrating. Mayhem is a noble standard. Mayhem was not that bad, dude. Lady Gaga made her name off of bringing to pop music a very explosive digital sound that I think she's embraced in a new way on Mayhem. Maybe not with the most consistency, but overall I think the sound she went for on this record is stronger than the execution of that sound. But overall, I don't think it's a bad record. I think it's pretty fun. I'm willing to give Rizzle Kick's Proud highlight. Rizzle Kick's record is proud is the key word. Rizzle Kicks, I don't know if anyone in this chat besides Joey would know who Rizzle Kicks are, bro. Rizzle Kicks, they were really big in the UK for a bit. They had a couple of like hit songs way back when. Down with the Trumpets when I was a youngster, Mama Do the Hump, Let's Skip to the Good Bit, maybe a couple others I'm forgetting, but oh yeah, we'll get to that, Solomon. We'll get to that. But yeah, not aware of them. Yeah, no, they were like a hot thing on the radio here for a minute. And shout out to Jordan from Rizzle Kicks. Jordan from Rizzle Kicks is one of my favorite human beings on the planet. I love that dude so much. Yes, I agree, Joey. It did fizzle out for me as well. But yeah, Rizzle Kicks, they took a break. They went away for ages. They sort of split up. And then they came back with this new record, Competitions for Losers, and it's some just legitimate, really competent jazz rap shit with that same kind of cheeky pop appeal they used to sort of dominate the UK charts with. I saw them live as well pretty recently at Boardmasters. They were extremely fun. Shout out to Rizzle Kicks, man. Shout out to Rizzle Kicks. Jenny with Ruby, I fully forgot about. There's one pretty sick song. The second track on there is pretty fun, but the rest is just absolutely fodder. Forgot this too. Wasn't bad, but kind of just moped around a lot of the time. It wasn't as exciting as I prefer for a 2 Hollis release. Yeah, he sort of like went for something a bit more measured, and that's cool. He's just not the guy for that, I guess, for me at least. Flume JPEG EP, fucking miserable stuff here. I will never forget how I felt when I first heard that. Again, I was similar to the Carti album. I was on the minibus on the way to a college trip, because every Friday I would have a trip somewhere. So it'd be a nice opportunity, because Friday is music release day, so I would listen to the music. Not gonna lie, I use Flume and Your Music as a reference. Wow, Really? I'm in good company. Flume's an amazing sound designer. Oh yes, Sarah, I remember you enjoyed it. Hey look, I'm glad you liked it. I think all 4 of these songs are fucking atrocious. I hate this shit. EP is okay at best, but bad. No, I disagree. For real? Oh wow, this EP got shooters. To me, this is like obviously dog shit. That's crazy. You and Tommy from Wonky Angle are both Flume haters. I'm not a Flume hater at all. Oh no. Wait. What? Is that like a wait? I love Flume. I think Flume's awesome. I'm a big fan of Flume. He's put out some bad shit for sure, but I really like Flume. I think Flume's general aesthetic and approach is wonderful. He's able to make really catchy and like prickly, delightful, delectable little melodies out of the weirdest noises. Like he's really good at just stretching synths and samples into bizarrely catchy shit. Yeah, I'm a Flume. I want to like Flume. Like whenever he drops something, I want to like it. And I was very disappointed to discover that this EP with JPEG, which I think should have been a match made in heaven, ended up being dog shit. AI Girlfriend, bro. I'm good. You can keep that. You guys can enjoy it. The first track is hard. The one where he's just sort of like fucking about with Flume and Flute. Like that's a song. It's just such a nut. It's nothing. I don't get it. I guess it's kind of like funny or whatever. But I never want to hear that personally. Like the last track was the only one that had like anything. But there was actually some structure going on to that song. But even then, it was still pretty like safe, you know. Panda Bear Record was really nice. I'd say it's a proud highlight. There were some really, really yummy little tunes on there. There's some great melody work, great chords. It's just the most kind of like reined in Panda Bear has sounded maybe like ever. Normally he's making some pretty like sprawling artsy shit, but on this one he just made some little jams. It felt kind of shy and honest, and I ended up really enjoying it. I think it's a good project. It's We Cry Together for synth nerds. No, it is. That is absolute tomfoolery, sir. What? It's We Cry Together for synth nerds? Where are they arguing on that song? Isn't it called just track 1? You're giving that song way too much credit. We Cry Together is a masterpiece. Samia Bloodless, proud highlight. It's actually really close. It's probably the best of the proud highlights. It's really close to You Can't Miss This. It's just ever so slightly too unremarkable to be in that tier for me. But it is beautiful shit. It's great pop music. Like really, really like you hear a lot of pop music and it kind of there'll be like a couple good singles and the rest kind of sounds a little phoned in. That's a pop album where love and care was poured into it. Man. It's like carefully combed over, and that's lovely to see. Samia is a real talent. Shout out to Samia. I think her first album as well is really great. Honey, really enjoyed that. Pup, I fully forgot existed, to be honest. That just sounds like every Pup album. I think Pup are a good band, but they are very stuck in their ways. Pop punk as a genre in general is really stuck in its ways. I feel like pop punk is saturated with the same song, like to the nth degree. Bro. It's crazy. Open Mike Eagle, Noble Standout. I feel like he should sing differently on hooks sometimes. To be honest, I think instrumentally and lyrically, it's so witty. It's all the things you love about Open Mike Eagle for sure. But the hooks, man, the melodies, I feel like he needs to switch up the style. It gets kind of grating after a bit, but yeah, the idea of a song where like you wake up and all of a sudden you know everything, that's a funny concept. He has pretty funny concepts on this album. That's a good point. No, you know what though? Actually, I'm speaking entirely from my perspective. To me, it's like, you know, I'm bored of it or whatever. But one of my close friends, Michael, man, he is a pop punk dork, like for real. He lives and dies by that shit. Like he'll be like, yo, have you heard this band? They're fucking sick, and play it in his car, and it's just like, it sounds like Sum 41 again or something. And he'll be like, this shit's fire. And he'll be fully conscious of the fact that, you know, they sound kind of, you know, It didn't sound too different from like your average, like your Blink 182s or something. But that's the appeal. You know, it's a structure that works. I get it. I think you're right. For me personally, me being haven't heard of that band, but yeah, me being, you know, a creative spelunker, pop punk. Yeah, I don't know. I need to hear like some kind of distinct sort of personality. You know, I don't mind like pop formula stuff. Like that's cool. Stick to the formula, whatever. But yeah, I gotta hear like some charm or just something that sort of tickles. Like Jeff Rosenstock, for example, great example of an artist in pop punk that really wears his heart on his sleeve. Only he could come up with the music he's making, despite it still sticking to a lot of pop punk formulas and shit. You know, maybe I would. Anyway, we're nearly at the end of this tier list. We've still got a few left. Beth's new album is excellent. Don't miss it. You can't miss this for sure. Their best record, I would say. It is really, really personal at points, and it still maintains that kind of catchy power pop bliss as well. One of the best lead singers just in the game, dude. Quaid record, proud highlight. That was really good. This appeared on my Quietus video. Please go watch that if you haven't. Discovering new music from the Quietus. This is one of the ones I discovered. I'm really proud of that video. It was a really good video. Go give it a watch. The Stereolab album. Hey, who was it? Was it you, Salamanca, saying you were interested? This Stereolab record is the bee's fucking knees, baby. Oh, I forgot the Billy Woods record. I just realized. I love the Stereolab album. I feel like I need to listen to it a bit more to call it year defining, but it very well could be. It's my favorite of the You Can't Miss This is. It's pretty amazing for a band that thrived decades ago to come back decades later and sound like they just never left. You know, they pulled a Cure. They did what the Cure did. They sound really fresh, and oh my god, just some of the nicest sounds on any record you can hear this year. Dots and Loops is so fucking good. Adley, Afik, yes. If anyone in this stream has not heard Dots and Loops by Stereolab, that is an absolutely remarkable album. Do listen to that. The new Ichiko record. I gotta put it here, I'm sorry. I gotta put it here. I did forget it existed. It's a shame. I love Ichiko album. Shout out to my friend Lily. Yeah, my friend Lily hooked me up with some shit. She went to Japan. Emperor Tomato Ketchup. That to me is a lower tier Stereolab record, personally. But it does fall in line with the core appeal of the band. You know, still not bad. Sound Dust. Don't sleep. Sound Dust is a fucking amazing Stereolab album. Anyway, got these. My friend Lily hooked me up with these CDs. She was like, "I'm going to Tokyo. Do you want any help?" And I was like, Nujabets? Because that shit is expensive here, dude. And she was saying, I was like, yeah, what about Ichiko Alba? And she was like, oh, they fucking love her out there. Like, you can't go 5 seconds without seeing posters for Ichiko Alba out in Japan, apparently. So, anyway, oh, she was unbelievable. I need to see her live. Yeah, no, here's the thing though, with this new Ichiko album, the new Ichiko Alba album. The first track is like S tier Ichiko shit, dude. Coloratura is one of the best songs of the year, hands fucking down. The rest of the record is just Ichiko and Autopilot, and it's not bad, but yeah, it could have been more, like you said, Sarah. I got to see it live. That'd be really good. Black Country New Road. I'm actually willing to put it in the I think I thought it was disappointing, but I think it is like among the it's on the positive side of the etching when it comes to records this year. You know, it's got some amazing instrumentation. I don't know, something was just lost on it for me. Like, it's weird because after the live at Bush Hall, I was like, oh no, it's all good. You know, exactly, Sarah. Well said. like yeah, like the Live at Bush Hall was like, okay, you know what, we lost Isaac Wood, it's fine, the band still got it, you know. But then this record comes along, and I feel like they just sort of like sandpapered off a lot of the things that made the band interesting, and made a pretty safe record. But it does sound impressive. You know, the playing is still there, the composition is still there. It just lacks an edge, I guess. But overall, yeah, it's nice. It's nice. BCNR is cute. Transitional album. Do you reckon? I don't think it does sound like it's. You're saying clearly? I don't think it is clearly a transitional album. I think this album sounds like the new BCNR. I think this is what this album's trying to assert itself as. I don't think it's trying to. Like, if anything, I would say Live at Bush Hall is the transitional one, man. Like, this is the new album from this new era. I don't know if it sounds transitional because it sounds like the idea they had for this record is fully fleshed out. To me, the ideas. I think they're in a different phase. I think they've executed that phase, but figuring out the new sound. I don't know. I think to me they figured it out. I just think the new sound is just a little bit more ham sandwich. I don't know. Sleep Token is the worst album. Sleep Token album is really bad. That shit is awful. Caramel is looking like a potential worst song of all time contender. Hated this. Oh my god, this album just felt like an eternity, man. It really felt like an eternity. It's really, really overproduced. Can't stick to a fucking tone to save its life. You haven't heard it, but I believe you. Yeah, mate, it is a fucking mess. OK Lou Choke Enough is 100% in year defining. I think it's the only album currently fighting Alex G for album of the year. It gets better on every listen. The OK Lou more than I'd love to see that. This OK Lou album, I look forward to my every listen with it. It's like the album this year. It's like the album this year that every time I hit play on it, I am like giddy at the thought of getting to this track to hear this part.
It'll be all right.
Like the ending of ICT, the little descending melody on the third track. Oh, love it, dude. There are so many little nuggets of heaven on this fucking album, and they're so easy to let just wash by you, and you don't even notice it. It's one that you just. It's on those repeat listens. I've noticed it just wraps you in its little aura. It's amazing. I think it's a really one-of-one approach to pop music. I truly hope this becomes like a subgenre. I feel like this album is like the first of its kind. It's like its approach is purely within the pop framework, but the moments that in any other record would be like the show-stopping moment, OK Lou's approach is more muted and tantalizing, and I just think it's effervescent, man. It's wonderful. Oh, really? Oh, that must have been an incredible show, Mr. Rob. I'm very jealous. What's everyone's favorite concert they've seen? My favorite concert. It's got to be Paul Robertson. It's got to be Paul Robertson. Paul Robertson Smile Tour is maybe the most I've ever enjoyed a concert in my life. Joey was there, if you're still in the chat. Either that or Amine. Amine is a must-see live. And so is George Clanton. Can't forget that. I was literally just at a George Clanton show, and he fell right on me, man. His fucking slippery, sweaty, shirtless body he just did like a full-on trust fall right on my face, man. I was like, fucking hell. It was crazy. Yeah, he was great, man. He is like truly just a generational performer, you know, like he's one of those artists to where he's not like, you know, when I say like one of the best performers, I'm not even necessarily talking about his vocal performance when he's singing or the instruments that are happening or the visuals. It's truly just personality. Like you go for the songs, but you stay for the personality. Like he brings it. He just fucking puts it all on the line. It is amazing. The Wolf Alice record is a noble standout. They've changed up their sound quite a bit for the clearing, and I feel like the individual songs fail a lot of the time to really leave a dent. But when it hits its stride, it does remind you that they are a really, really quality band. But I just think their aesthetic is better suited to more kind of punky and like kind of unhinged stuff. Like it's a little bit too clean, I think, the new record, but it's good. It's really good. You know, there's definitely some moments of real heaven on it. I think Turnstile album is a proud highlight. I like the Turnstile album a lot. I think Glow On is a little stronger. I think Never Enough does kind of just sound like Glow On 2. And Glow On, I think, is more just sort of to the fucking point. Never Enough kind of fucks around with some bullshit for a while. But sometimes the bullshit's nice. Like the ending of Sun Shower with that like pad. I quite like that part. I love Look Out For Me. I think Look Out For Me is like song of the year. Yeah, again. That's really grown on me. I initially thought this sort of Jersey Club ending thing was kind of cringe, but at first I thought that, but eventually it warmed up on me. And overall, yeah, I think Turnstile just they figured something out. They figured something out with this very simple, very streamlined and direct, blunt approach that they got. It's really fun to sing along with. The riffs are just very catchy, very quickly. And yeah, they go hard, man. They just need to switch up their damn guitar tone. They just have the same fucking guitar tone on every song. I think the actual songs, the songwriting is really strong with Turnstile. Never Enough has got numerous songs I love listening to. I think Light Design. I love Light Design. That song is so fucking good. Birds as well. Very fun. And I think Never Enough is a good song too. Essex Honey by Blood Orange. I'm going to say proud highlight. I think it has a pretty weak second half. That's the only thing that holds back this album. I don't know if it will stay in this tier, but for right now, I'm going to say proud highlight. It's actually very similar to what I was saying earlier about King Cruel and Alex G. Essex Honey is really quiet, muted, formless, unconcerned with like wowing the listener and like showing itself to be this like show-stopping thing. It's so subtle, and within that subtlety, occasionally it just hits a real moment of beauty. Like Vivid Light is an exceptional song, and the vocalist on The Field, I don't know who that is. Who is that on I think it's The Field. There's a few features on it. I think I'm gonna guess it's definitely not Carolyn Polachek or Daniel Caesar. I think it must be one of these two. Unfucking believable performance, man. So good. Is there just? Oh no, there's two. Yeah, George Clanton has two collab albums. One with Nick Hexum or something like that, and one with TV Girl. I haven't heard either actually. I need to get around to those. But yeah, George Clanton solo albums are certainly great. You know, if the collab records were a massive step down, I haven't heard them yet, so I can't speak on that. If they were, I would be like, dude, just I want to hear the solo that well. He could do what he wants, I guess. But yeah, I get you. The solo albums are really good. Urapaya is probably one of the best records of the 2020s to me. Deftones, Private Music, fucking awesome album. I have been loving this fucking record, to be honest. It's growing on me with every listen. It is gotta be one of the best vocal performances in Chino Marino's entire career, dude. Chino sounds unbelievably good on Private Music. The fucking opening track is a monster. That like jagged, weird like rhythm that it kicks in with is so fucking cool. Like in a lot of ways, it does sound just like another Deftones record, but I think there's like a punchiness and a grit and like a directness to this one that isn't really quite as present in their other ones. The other ones are kind of more interested in building like a sprawling sort of world you can step into. Like Koi no Yoken is just so wide and massive, you know. I don't really think there's like a massive feel. Like this album is a lot more just sort of like stabbing you, bam, bam. Every song just stabs you in this. And every single time it lands, like a hidden blade, Assassin's Creed. It's like bam. All you need is one, and you're done. Oh, Sweatshirt. That's the last record on the tier list. That is a year definer. That is a top of the tier record for me. Talked a fair bit about it in my recent ranking video. I think it's amazing. yeah, I think it's just further proof that Earl's strengths don't just lie in his lyrical pen game, but also his ability to just build a soundscape that really emotively supports his lyrics in just incredibly jarring and shockingly together ways. It feels like it shouldn't work, but it just somehow does. He's just so like, he's really like careful and precise, even when he doesn't sound like he's being careful and precise. When it sounds sloppy, it's like, it's always with intention. And it's uncovering those layers that makes his music so exciting. And then just lyrically, like, he's always got so much to sort of, like, he talks about being like, most motherfuckers, I'm hungry, Earl Sweatshirt, the low lump hum of hunger in my stomach, or whatever the fuck he says on Forge. Like, he had the most crazy way of saying he's hungry, but it was obviously, you know, about more than that, about kind of like fulfillment, insatiable desire, the metaphors and shit. Like, you'll just find some amazing turns of phrase, basically. But that's my tier list. Do we want to change anything? I'm just revising it now. I think to be, the only one I'm thinking is I actually think maybe Alfredo 2 could be higher. That's really good music. That's good shit. Maybe Offset could probably actually go down here. I don't think Offset's lasting, bro. I think it's just because it's fairly new. That's fine. I think we'll leave it there. Eusexia could go up, Quad Echo could go up as well. Happy with that. That's the tier list, baby. Shall we save that? We should. Downloads, please. Download image. Please. No preview. There we go. All right. Well, thank you to everybody that joined the stream and joined me for this video. I very much appreciate it. I'm going to probably edit this into another video. I just had the idea to make this and thought, why not just live stream? You know, I want to get back in the habit of live streaming. I like live streaming. I thought I was going to do a lot more live streaming when I was doing it before, but I just didn't, and I stopped. So I was like, let's run it up again. I got a free evening. Let's go. Let's do it again. I appreciate everybody that came through. Some lovely conversations today, and I'll get to editing this perhaps tomorrow. I've got a big video in the works right now. My next like major video. It's unfortunately it's requiring quite a lot of prep, but it's going to be really good. So I guess I'll just have to stick to just doing little conversational reviews for the time being, and stuff like this as well. I did another tier list video earlier today. Here, this one. It's video games, it's like indie games tier list. But that's spoilers. I'm not gonna wait for the video. Anyway, I'm gonna go to bed now. Rest in my bed, relax for the night. Hope everyone has a great night. Thanks again, everybody who came through. Much love to you, and I'll catch you on my next live stream, whenever that may be. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe. I just didn't even realize I was doing that, so it just happened naturally. But yeah, no, take care.